Hi everyone, this is Sarah with SarahleeCrochet&Fabric. Excuse my voice there. I wanted to show you guys something I'll be making today, and I figured I'd just make one along with you guys. It's the wine glass holder or cozy that goes around your neck. Of course, I will include pictures, but this is the second color I made. I recently went to a wine tasting, and a couple of hours before I went, well, let me show you. This is what I'll be using. This is the, what is this? It's neon something. It's from Joann's. This is a popular yarn. I forget the name though. I forgot the name. Anyway, so I went to a wine tasting, and a couple of hours before I went, I was like, ooh, I remember I had seen somewhere on YouTube on wine cozy, or seen it somewhere. I don't even know. So I went on YouTube and kind of got an idea of what I wanted to make. So yeah, this is what I came up with. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm using. I'll be using the little cheapy hairband or hair tie rather yet from, I bought these from Dollar Tree. It was a whole bunch. And then you'll need some scissors and also yarn. 4-weight is what I'm using. So let me get started. So what I usually do, I just actually tie the yarn twice on the headband, on the hair tie. Ugh. And then yeah, I just go in with my hook and pull up a loop and chain one. I don't count that as one of the 28 single crochets I will be doing in here, so I will do 28 single crochets inside of the hair tie, starting with this first one. So we got 1, 2, 3. As you see, I just kind of carry the end there, and I'm just going to crochet over it. So we have 3. There's, oh, it's kind of weird sometimes. 4. Oops, oops, oops. This yarn do split though, and it's all over the place at first. There is 4, and then 5. Goodness gracious, 6. It gets a little less weird once you go over the straggler. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and 28. Okay, so we have something that looks like that. I have a little bit of the straggler here. I would just go ahead and cut that now. Okay, so we have 28. And what I will do is do a slip stitch on top of the first single crochet we had done. So go ahead and do a slip stitch like that. I need to go to the Dollar Tree and get more hair ties in different color. Okay, so after we do that first, we do that slip stitch, we'll go ahead and chain 6. Now 3 of those chains do count as a double crochet, and then we go ahead and we double crochet right into the exact same stitch. Okay, and then we go ahead and do a chain 1. And what we will do, we will do 1, 2, 3, and then in the 4th we will do a double crochet, chain 3, and then a double crochet. Okay, and then chain 1. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th one, do the, oops, yeah, into the 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, do a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then a double crochet in the same stitch, and then chain 1. And you would just follow that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4th one, you do a double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then a double crochet. Chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet. Okay, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, 4th one, we do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet in the same stitch. Okay, and then this last one, we will, there's the chain, we're gonna go into the previous double crochet, the original double crochet, chain 3 or whatever. We're going to go ahead and slip stitch into this space. Okay, okay, so now we have slip stitch into that. We will do a chain 1, and then we do 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and then we do a chain 1, and then we do 3 more, all in the same space. Okay, alright, we don't have to chain anything, so we go right into the next triangle space right here. We will do 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then 3 double crochets. Okay, moving on to the next triangle looking space here for our 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, all in the same space. It's a pretty easy pattern. And then go into the next space here, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Okay, moving into our next space here, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Next space, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Into our last space here, 3 double crochets. Hope my camera's not shaking or anything, but I kind of made up a little workstation in my living room. Alright, so after we do that last part, we will slip stitch on top of the first double crochet of this part. And so we're just slip stitching that to connect it. And then what we'll do is we'll slip stitch all the way to this chain 1 space here. So we will just slip stitch in every stitch and then get to that chain 1 space. We will slip stitch there. And then in here we start off again with the 6 total chains. So 3 is considered a double crochet and then another 3. And then we go ahead and do a double crochet in the same chain 1 space. Okay, and then on this part, after we do that, we chain 1. And then we skip all the way over to the chain 1 space right here, right in here. There we do a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet. And then after we do that, we do a chain 1. Again, we skip all the way to the chain 1 space here, where we will do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1. Again, to the chain 1 space, we will do a double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and make a chain right after that. So we will do that same pattern all the way around. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible because my editing skills are not good, so yeah. But anyway, just so yeah, I went to a wine tasting. I was heading there, so a couple hours before I went, I decided I wanted to make one of these wine cozies, and I'm looking online and looking at the wine glass I had, making sure it would fit, and it's just a regular, I guess, goblet. That's usually the glasses they use there. So, and you actually bring your own glass anyway. So I made one and I went to the wine tasting, and immediately when I walked in the door, everybody was staring at my little wine glass cozy, and they all wanted one, and I was just the head of the party. So that was it for the crochet girl, and a lot of people ordered them. They had colors, so I just kind of jotted it all down in my phone, took their phone numbers, and we'll get it made for them. So that's what I'm doing today. So okay, so after we made this last one, what we will do, we will go ahead and skip over to the first chain 3 space, and we are just going to slip stitch right into it. Okay, and then we'll chain 1, and then we will make a 3 double crochets. Oops, 1, 2, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and 3 double crochets. Okay, and then skip into this space where we will make 3 double crochets, chain 1, and 3 double crochets. Next space, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochets. Okay, skip over to this next space. Oops, I'm trying to go too fast, which usually causes yarn splitting when I'm trying to speed up. Okay, skipping over to this one again, 3 double crochets, you know it. So I think it's a pretty easy pattern, because whenever I plan on making anything, especially for sales, I need a pattern where when I stop at any point, it's not going to be a hassle to remember where I stopped. Because, you know, when you're trying to make stuff really quickly and you're trying to have a life, you know, or crochet anywhere where you throw all your stuff, I throw it in a Ziploc bag whenever I'm going somewhere, and I want to know where I stopped, and it won't be a confusing mess. So doing the last one here, 3 double crochet, chain 1, 3 double crochet. Okay. Alright, so we will go ahead and slip stitch on top of the first double crochet of this part. I don't know why Alright, so we go ahead and do the slip stitch, and then we will slip stitch all the way until we get to the chain 1 space. Okay, and once we're in there, we'll go ahead and do chain 3, that represents a double crochet, and then another chain 3, and we'll do a double crochet. Okay, and then immediately after that we'll do a chain 1, and then we're skipping all the way to the next clustered here where we have a chain 1 space, and we will do a double crochet in that, chain 3, and do a double crochet, chain 1, go into this chain 1 space, okay, double crochet, chain 3, and then a double crochet, and then chain 1, we're going into that space, double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet, chain 1, going into that space, chain 3. This wine club or whatever, they choose a business location, local business, every month, first of the month, and they send all of us emails, and also the business will post it on their Facebook page and all of that, and everybody brings a bottle of wine. They change the wine up every, you know, it happens on the first of every month, first Friday of every month, and they change the wine up, and you just go there, and the business owner usually provides like snacks, and they tell you about their business. If they do anything that's craft related, then they do like a demonstration. Their stores are open during this time, so when we go, we shop, and you know, it's just a really great time because nobody spends money than a little tipsy of a person. So the particular location we went to this time was a location that sells my dolls, and I had a total of 6 small dolls and 2 larger dolls, and every single one of them sold. Just in a few hours of the wine tasting and all of that. So that drew a lot of attention to me, and so I am working on restocking, and they were really interested in these, so that would be something I would be making for that. Okay, so we are doing the last, well, not the last row, but the last official, I guess, for this shell kind of stitch. So I did the chain 1, and then I would just go into this first space here, and then do a slip stitch, and then do a chain 1, and then we are doing the 3 double crochets, 2, 3, chain 1, and 3 double crochets. Okay, and then skipping all the way to this triangle space right here, and then doing 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am completing my last 3 double crochet, chain 1 here. Split the yarn. Here we go. Oh, if I didn't tell you, I'm sorry, I am using a 3.5 crochet hook. Alright, so what we will be doing is slip stitching on top of the first double crochet of this clustered here. Okay. And I like to take it again to the middle where that chain 1 is. And what I do is I chain 1 at that point and then do a single crochet. And I will do a single crochet in every stitch until I get back around. Okay, so just keep doing that, single crochet in every stitch until you are back at the beginning, and I'll be back. Alright, so I am here to the single crochet, and I'm just going to join at the first single crochet with the slip stitch right here. Alright, and the cordon I make, the way I do it, and you can choose different cordon, you can choose to do like just chain, like I believe it's like 135. That works pretty good. That's what I did on my original for it to fall, where I wanted it to fall. You can just do simple chains. I went ahead and decided I like something a little bit more thicker. So what I'm going to do is do chain 1, and then I do a single crochet in the same stitch, and then do a single crochet in the next stitch, and then I do a chain 1, turn it around, and then just do single crochet in the 2 stitches, chain 1, turn it around, single crochet in the 2 stitches, and just keep doing that until I built the length that I want. I liked it because to me it was just a more sturdier, like a rope, a more sturdier rope than just doing chains. But of course everyone have their own way. And I also liked it because when it's around your neck, it wasn't digging into your skin. So that's what I went with. So to me it works up pretty fast, and it's one of those kind of brainless kind of crocheting things. I mean, you're just chain 1 and then single crocheting in the 2 stitches, and doing the chain 1, single crocheting in the 2 stitches. Okay, so I did that. I'm going to keep doing that, and then I'll be back. Hey guys, I am back. So I have done the length that I wanted for the, I guess, the neck part of the wine cozy. So I don't stretch it. It does have a little stretch to it, but I like to do it, bend it here for about 12 to 13 inches. Looks like I went about 13 inches this time. You can see right there. And so that's how I like it done. And then once I'm at the end, I go ahead and do a chain 1 and then pull out the yarn. And this is how I attach mine. So I just go ahead and use my trusty darting hook my darning needle, that is. And I just make sure it is flat. I don't count any stitches to make sure it's the middle. I just really first make sure that the first strip is in the middle, so I kind of check that out. It looks like it's in the middle pretty well, and then I just try to make sure the necklace part is not twisted or anything, because once I attach it, it is there. So I kind of just look, see where I want to put it, and then I just put my darting hook in there and then make that first connection there, and then I come out from the back. I just come through a stitch from the back, and and you can do it any way you want. I just kind of do it this way, and then I go into a stitch here. And because we did the single crochet all the way around, it kind of gives it an extra sturdy way of connecting it. So I just do that a few times, and then I go ahead and usually go back again the other way. And the reason I do this is because the other part was actually crocheted into the work. So now when I'm attaching it, I am using a darting needle, and I just want to make sure that it is as strong of a connection as possible. So I did that a few times. I'm going to go to the back of it and just grab any stitch in the back, pull through, and then make a knot. Pull that real tight, kind of look at the front, make sure it looks okay to me, and then I will go in and out a few stitches in the back a few times, and I'll just go through random stitches on the side, and then because I just want it to be really hard for it to come apart. Sometimes you got to work it in there if you're going through some rougher stitches, and I do that quite a few times. Alright, so I'm pretty happy about that, and I will just cut that off. And guys, we have us a pretty decent looking wine holder. And then let me grab my glass here. I've been holding this glass all day, so it probably have all kinds of fingerprints on it. And you just put it at the bottom like that, pull it up on your wine glass, and there you go. Okay. So it's pretty cute. You can put bling on it. I know people sometimes make the little wine glass stem jewels you can put on that. But I really like this yarn with this, with the variegated. I think it's beautiful. And then when I had mine, we had red wine. So it was absolutely beautiful to see the red wine peek through the lighter colors. So yeah, I will take some pictures of this on the mannequin for you to see how it falls. But thank you guys so much for watching me today make this wine cozy. You all have a great day. And of course, if you're dealing with smaller glass, you can reduce this by either reducing your hook size, or you can also, like the part where it was three stitches, chain one, three double crochet, chain one, 3 double crochet, you can change that to 2, and that'll make it a smaller circumference. So there's a lot of alterations you can do to this to make it work for you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. Bye.